Hello, guys. Welcome back to Sit Down with Sid podcast. This is episode number 38. I have two special guests today on this podcast. Our guest is Miss Judy Linder, who is the Director of Development and Plan Giving, and Dr. Anna Siqueira, who is the Associate Professor of Management and the Director of Center for Socially Responsible Entrepreneurship and Innovation at the William Paterson University in New Jersey. That being said, I am completely honored and grateful to have both of you on the podcast.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. Thank you for the invitation, Sid.
Not at all. Not at all. Thank you so much. It's an honor. So guys, before we kind of get into the subject of the podcast, would you mind each one of you telling our audience a little bit about yourself and your background a little bit? So we can start with Miss Judy.
Okay. Hi, folks. I'm Judy Linder, the Senior Director of Development here at William Paterson University. I spend a lot of my time developing relationships with alumni and friends affiliated with the Cotsacos College of Business, just like Sid, who is a proud alumnus of William Paterson. I've worked at the university for quite a long time, and I really love what I do and grateful for the opportunity to create opportunities for our alumni and friends to benefit our outstanding students.
Great. Dr. Anna?
Yes, thank you, Judy. It's also my pleasure and joy to serve our students, alumni, and community members at William Paterson University. I am an associate professor and director of our new Center for Socially Responsible Entrepreneurship and Innovation. And a little bit about myself. I am originally from Brazil. I completed my bachelor's in business administration in Brazil, and then started my graduate studies in the United States and also in the United Kingdom. I have also worked in organizations that provide financial services, particularly with technology. And the industry of fintech has also been an area that I developed research over the years. And now we have been seeing a lot of innovation in this area. And I continue to focus on innovation, social responsibility, diversity, bringing this experience that I had from my professional activity, as well as studies in different places in our world, to bring a lot of discussions and knowledge and different perspectives to share with our students, our participants, to really help accelerate innovation in new businesses and even develop existing businesses as well, all with the focus on social and environmental responsibility. And I'm looking forward to our conversation today.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anna and Judy. So I want to get right into it. Recently the William Paterson University, under your directorship, opened its Center for Socially Responsible Entrepreneurship and Innovation. Could you tell us more about the center and how did this came to existence?
Yes, it's really a very important initiative, especially now that our economy, we have a lot of different efforts from industry, from government to recover after the pandemic. And we are seeing a lot of populations that are seeking help. So our center has a mission to empower diverse individuals, and they can be students, alumni, members of the general public, to develop organizations, formulate new business ideas, and develop innovations in existing organizations that are also social, environmentally responsible. And we serve participants in all industries and in different stages of their development of their organizations. And we do that through teaching, instruction, and training programs, as well as through research to disseminate what we learn. And one important aspect is that we are delivering these services online, so we can serve more people who are not in our region currently, who might be even in different parts of our world. And we are very excited to already start serving different populations in our first year of existing. We are also a startup ourselves. It's our first year.
Great. So I mean, now you just mentioned this is the beginning of this new course in your first year. I want to ask you, what are some of the short-term and long-term sustainable goals that you guys have in mind in regards to this course that you think can be accomplished successfully?
Yes, thank you. So our center, we are now offering a range of courses, and we have our strategic plan in which we have our timeline of development. And our goal, more long-term, is to have a sustained impact on the area of socially responsible entrepreneurship. So enabling opportunities for entrepreneurs from diverse backgrounds to develop their ideas. And even since the conception of this idea in a new organization or in an existing organization, already align economic, social, environmental goals. And we plan to develop relationships with our communities and sponsors that are now sponsoring our current offerings to a degree that we maintain and expand our services as we develop. And currently, we, in terms of short goals, we are serving a range of populations, such as underserved women entrepreneurs and individuals with disabilities, as well as entrepreneurs who would like to serve individuals with disabilities through courses that are sponsored by our current grants, to which we're very grateful, so that we can deliver those services even free of charge. And we are constantly in conversation with other sponsors so that we can have some assistance or low reduced costs for participants to take these programs, and the possibility of also delivering them free of cost for underserved populations. So our short-term and long-term goals focus on instruction and research, as well as production of intellectual capital that we want to disseminate via videos, via publications, and have a sustained presence and more services, and bring our ecosystem to an alignment so that we can have a range of participants and supporters and entrepreneurs who also would like to support this type of action to go through this journey with us as well.
Great. Thanks so much for answering that in detail. Makes it easier for us to understand the concept as well. I have a question though. I want to know, why do you think it is so important for a university to be focused on the social aspect of an entrepreneurship?
Yes, that's a big differentiation that we have, in which we are observing the transformations that we see in our planet and in even management education as well. So we have a great emphasis on the principles for responsible management education, which is aligned with the effort orchestrated by the United Nations with a range of hundreds of business schools around the world, and also an alignment to support the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, through which organizations can be a part of this global movement in which we are addressing the needs of the present, but also thinking of the needs of future generations, and using all that to generate innovation and even ways to even do that with a decreased cost in terms of saving resources, saving in the use of energy, and developing innovations that can be not only meet the expectations of customers, but also be very efficient in the use of resources and consider the needs of our future generations. So with that, we are helping our entrepreneurs to not only improve their individual economic positions and conditions, but also uplift communities in doing so in a manner that is more sustainable. So having ethical practices, having a relationship with suppliers that will then enable the suppliers to also flourish and have a sustainable production in their local manufacturing plants. And in doing so, it's a virtuous cycle. We want everybody to improve their economic conditions, but also in doing so, improve social and environmental conditions at the same time.
Great. So how do you think that the William Paterson University will make a difference in business and in society overall through this new venture?
Yes, we are very excited and motivated to play a role in this in the following manner. We are really helping to bring together stakeholders who believe in this vision, for instance, through grants. And we are partnering with other universities, such as McMaster University in Canada, so that we go together and offer programs, not even just for our very important mission, which is our local development, but also in different locations, because we are using technology and researching a lot about the how to deliver very efficiently, and we have gathered experience online. So we are offering this content in addition to coordinating our ecosystem as well with partners and speaking with private, governmental, and really looking at this cross-sector of stakeholders who are interested in supporting this endeavor. And in doing so, we are not only training our participants, but also providing the knowledge to help others to also implement similar initiatives in different locations through our videos, through our publications. So we want to bring all this initiative to the public and continue to produce more intellectual capital that is then made available through conferences, through videos, through publications, and not doing this alone, but on the contrary, we are making these partnerships that we really want to have for the long term. So we can have students involved and they get trained, and then they go on to the world and then do their own wonderful initiatives. And we have them inspiring new participants through their success. So we keep moving forward as this virtual cycle of being and helping people to live their passion they can to the world, bring their talents to benefit not only themselves, but also their communities. And in this process, also serve as inspiration for others to do the same.
Great. So I know you mentioned that the university is also partnering with some big corporations locally, as well as I'm assuming out of state as well. Let me ask you, so does that mean that the students who will be enrolled will have an internship opportunity or a job placement opportunity in the entrepreneurship section in those companies? Is that something like a partnership that's coming in place with the companies that you're partnering with?
That's a great question. We do welcome this opportunity. We are definitely discussing with a range of different organizations. They are nonprofits, governmental, private, and any private organization, if they are young companies, early stage. I hope entrepreneurs will reach out to us, because that is also very helpful for students as well. And we are constantly in search of great opportunities for participants and students, so they can not only launch their own businesses, but they can connect to each other and see how things are being developed by others, that they could perhaps grow faster than if they were individually, just by inspiring one another, and also seeing the example of practitioners who have been through the same experience. We have been doing that through panels, through a range of different initiatives, so people can enhance their networks. And those who are already more advanced can give back and have this experience of launching, helping accelerate the development of those who are beginning. And at the same time, we are really discussing with a range of providers to help with all different types of services and resources that entrepreneurs who can also be intrapreneurs, who are developing innovations and new branches of their existing organizations would like to consider, and we would like to have that. Absolutely.
You know, the reason I brought this up is back in the day when I went to the Siqueira College of Business for my master's at WPU. If we did a paid internship or unpaid internship, any kind of internship, it was 3 credits for us. The reason I brought this up is because if the university somehow offers the students 3 credits or credits per semester for something like that, besides academically getting the credits, they will gain the professional experience, which is as valuable, or if not more, than just having 3 credits on their certificate or so forth. So this is just my 2 cents. I mean, Judy, if you want to chime in, you know.
I do, as a matter of fact. I thank you for sharing that about the value of internships. Any organization, any corporation that would provide a William Paterson student with the opportunity, or either, we prefer paid internships, they get more than their value. They get gritty, smart students who are working multiple jobs to make their way through college, to graduate in a timely manner and secure a position that helps them propel their careers. Internships are tremendous. At William Paterson, at Siqueira College of Business, we have tremendous staff who help our students launch that aspect of their academic career. So thank you for giving us an opportunity to talk a little bit about the value of those internships.
Perfect. And also, if you guys could kind of tell our audience about the course? Is it just online? I'm going to bring up a few questions, and if you can answer, is it just online? Is it being offered at the Katsakis College of Business, or is it open to just undergraduate, graduate? So if you want to tell our audience more about, especially the students who are listening to this podcast across the globe, who want to enroll into this, how does this whole enrollment shape, and what is the course structure? If you don't mind chiming in.
Yes, we have a range of courses, and one particular that I would like to highlight is the Sustainable Value Creation one, which is 100% online. So all our alumni and participants and community members who are traveling or anywhere in the world can go to our website. And if you just go to our main webpage at WPUNJ.edu and search for our Center for Socially Responsible Entrepreneurship and Innovation, you will reach our list of current programs, and you will find the Sustainable Value Creation Program with a link to register. We have a new cohort that is, we have registration open to start classes on May 9th. And you can register online. There is currently a discount through one of our grant providers. So the attraction as well for this one is that we were able to obtain a discount as well. And the course is completely online and very interesting. A range of differentiating principles, because as we were mentioning, see the contact being very practical and fast is very important. And what we did was during this program, it is accelerated. It is a 7-week program. And during this program, you have the chance to already develop your own website and launch it by the end of the program with the support of our consultant that will be part of the course. And in addition to that, there will be a possibility of also receiving services from consultants to incorporate your business in the state of New Jersey through a partnership that we have with our SBDC, which can be done online. People who are not very close to our location could also receive that. So what we want to offer is our main content, which is aligning economic, social, environmental goals since the beginning in a manner that is really sustainable, that we will think about how to provide this, even if you have a very small scale operation in the beginning, but already having this social environmental responsibility component, but also being very practical. And if you already a participant, if they already have, participants have a website, they could develop this website with the consultant and make sure they include a section in which they mention their social and environmental responsibility component on the website, help communicate this to the audience, help to align this with their mission. And during the course, they will have all this relationship and interaction with our consultant, who is an entrepreneur with experience in all those areas, plus having the support of a web developer to develop their own website and be completely independent if they already get those skills, develop those skills, and even register the business. So could really have that accelerated impact on their lives. So we are very happy to start serving our population with also those services that are help them really leverage their business ideas.
That's amazing, for such a detailed information. Also, I want to touch base a little bit more on the corporate as well as the economic side. What role do you think this course would play on the corporate social sector, as well as the environmental sustainability side on the economic sector?
Yes, that's a great question. We really want to have an impact on discussing how we can really bring that to the strategy of the company, the aligning with the main mission and overall strategy, because we have seen a range of perceptions as we have been developing this work that that would be a source of cost, or that is only for having a social environmental component would be only possible for companies that are already developed. And we want to really help to demystify and change those beliefs so that entrepreneurs could have even cost reductions through the innovations in this area, saving energy, saving resources, even being able to differentiate their products by having component in which they give back to communities, or that they have an ethical sourcing of their materials, and people will feel safer that they are really not only treating all their suppliers and employees in an ethical manner, but also using safe materials, non-toxic, and materials that will be really benefiting not only the consumer, but also made in a sustainable manner for the environment and then future generations. So we want to have this impact in terms of helping entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs to align their social and environmental component with their missions in a sustainable manner that is even bringing them the possibility of attracting new customers, so adding value or even reducing costs, so in a very strategic manner, which can be done even from the conception of the business.
Great. So I know you had mentioned that the course starts May 25th. I want to ask you one thing. Is this something, so for people who are unable to enroll May 25 due to personal factors or whatever, are you going to offer this class in fall, spring semester, or is this just a summer semester class? We just want to make sure the students can, or people can understand properly what are the time duration of these courses.
Yes, great point. So we have one cohort launching now, and it's even actually May 9th, even in the beginning of the month. So we are actually already very close to that start, but definitely we would like to keep offering new dates, even from this particular course. We now have a sponsor that we're very happy with for a discount, but we are continuing with our collaboration and interaction with a range of possible also sponsors so that we can continue offering. And the good thing as well for all those who might be interested is on our website, we have a link where they can express their interest. So they could join our mailing list whenever we have new dates, new sponsors, new benefits, hopefully with some discount, or even there are some programs that are offered free of charge because they are funded by grants. We can then communicate to those who just completed the questionnaire by clicking on the link. So I really encourage everyone who might be interested to let us know, or even send us an email, contact us via LinkedIn, any way that might be more convenient, so that we can broadcast whenever we have new dates, new courses, and new offerings to benefit our alumni, our community members, and current students as well.
So is it fair to say this is a pilot test by the university right now on this course?
It is the beginning of this course, but we already have offered other courses before. So we are already experienced with delivering our courses. We started our programs even before we formalized the center. So since 2020, we are already offering our courses. And then once we launched the center in 2021, we already delivered, and we are currently delivering a course as well. And now we are going to start this other one. They're all listed on our website for those who are interested.
Sure.
So we do have already some experience, and we are sharing already how we are doing this with more people who want to replicate that in their communities, want to adapt the course depending on the needs of specific underserved communities. We are really interacting with a range of different communities where we are serving. So we are serving in different countries already, and very happy to continue to expand our training programs.
Great. And what is the university doing right now to promote and market this course amongst the mass population who are not familiar with William Paterson website, who are not familiar with, like, let's talk about like general population. What are you guys doing to promote it?
We are very much now focusing on social media for our publicity. So we usually have a lot of engaged participants and members in our LinkedIn networks. And we also have some actions such as through Instagram, and we are promoting this by providing this information on our website, and we have a range of partners who are sharing the information with their networks. So we use a lot of digital platforms to let participants know that this is available.
Love it. I know we are short on time. I'm going to ask both of you one last question before we wrap this up. Why do you think entrepreneurship and empowering students through it is so vital for students' academic and personal growth in life?
Yes, that's a great question. So important thing about entrepreneurship is that students and community members from any type of industries can benefit from it. For instance, students who are in health industries or arts or in finance, accounting, they also may want to have a private practice, even if they have a full-time position within an existing organization. So they are able to more fully develop all their potential. In addition to that, we have had participants who have a main career in a certain industry, but they would like to honor a family member and raise awareness about the specific cause that they're passionate about. And they do that by launching an organization, which may be a nonprofit, which may be a social enterprise, such as a certified B corporation, or have a legal B corporation, or a for-profit, through which they are able to bring all their skills and talents to the world, benefit a lot of people, enhance their own economic conditions, and at the same time support an important cause that they believe it's important for everybody to be educated about, or support the preservation of certain areas, or even try to bring more diversity into their organizations and make sure people from all backgrounds are applying for their positions. And in this way, we open new career opportunities for our students who help them navigate the ups and downs of our economy as well, give them more flexibility sometimes also for work family balance. They, during a certain period of their lives, they might want to invest in a specific career that is more flexible that they could develop through entrepreneurship until they are ready to, let's say, go back to a certain position which has less flexibility. And they could even combine that. So now we are seeing this range of possibilities in which students can even exercise their creative skills combined with other skills that they also would like to bring to the world. And they don't need to choose anymore. They can really have different ways to make this accessible to consumers, to users, through different ways, nonprofit, for-profit, social enterprises. And we are happy to help them organize all that in a more strategic manner, have that vision, integrate these purposes, and be a part of a global movement as well, thinking about our current situation and our future generations as well.
Love that answer. Judy? Yeah, go ahead,
That
Judy.
was a powerful response. I'm not sure I have much to add. However, I want to say that we already know that William Paterson alumni and even our students are extraordinarily grounded in entrepreneurial spirit. And this opportunity, this launch of this center provides so much more resource and details for success, and to be part of a global movement to improve our world. You know, that's what it's about. So thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Sid.
Well, guys, this has been such an amazing, informative conversation, and I would love to bring you guys back on the same topic in next few months to see how the classes commenced, you know, what was the response and so forth. And would love to have you guys again, you know, down the near future.
Absolutely, yeah. I would be delighted to join you again, and very glad to be able to go through this journey together, and really appreciate your interest and support. And we are so proud of all that you have been developing and bringing to the world. And also through your example, you're already inspiring a lot of people who are now looking at their opportunities in life. So we are so proud to be able to have this